This is Jonathan St. James, and you're listening to The Truth is Still Straight podcast.
Turn your radio down, turn your radio down, turn your radio down. All right. For those of you who don't know where that's from, that is from A Low Down Dirty Shame with Keenan Ivory Wayans, Jada Pinkett. I don't know if she was Smith yet. Maybe, maybe not. One of my favorite movies, of course, because just hilarious. For those of you who, I'm sure everybody, well, most people watching have seen it before. All right. And in the background, behind Jim is The World. And just giving a shout out to all the people in the back. And Jim, how's everything over there, Jim? I know you got yourself on mute because there's a lot of background noise. I appreciate you taking your time out to support the show. And of course, I just think I just saw Spider-Man back there. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. I feel like you're like the news reporter when you're in the street and there's people trying to get in the shot. Lord have mercy. I tell you. Oh yeah, you know what?
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Oh my goodness. So can you try to pop in for a second and let us know how's everything going on with you? I know you're at an undisclosed location at a VIP party right now, but how's everything with you?
Everything is okay. Hold on one second.
Oh wow. It sounds like I feel like I'm in a WWE match over there. All right. Oh, he kind of froze up there. All right, folks. So for those of you watching on YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully Jim will get situated within the next few seconds so he can start freezing up, looking like he walking in slow motion like Dave Chappelle. All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Your body's your video slower than your audio.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going
on. I'm at my nephew's Godson's birthday party, and I'm just shifting around due to the activities. So
okay, so you're kind of synced up now, so that's good.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to the hot and heavy. What we here to talk about when it's just you and I, or just the guys in the room. It is
the weakest link. Goodbye.
It is our friend. I wish I had a video sound, or audio sound bite of Kevin Samuels. So I gotta find one. But what the French toast. It is definitely time to review some Kevin Samuels. So let's go to the videotape over here. All right, folks. Let me full screen that.
I'll send these requests down. If you were better off being by yourself, then why are you here?
Facts.
Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
How are you?
All right, let's do this one at a time. I am well. Okay. Who is, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Barbie. I am 26.
Hi, Barbie.
And I did have a couple of questions for you, just because.
You know what I got to do at the beginning of all these episodes, ladies. Invest in one of these or one of these. Look, it'll keep your phone from jumping up and down. It's the most annoying thing to see a phone bouncing because you're too cheap to buy. You say you got a bag, right? You ladies look, this is cheaper than a bag. If you want to charge your phone, you can get this one, the Anchor. If you don't want to charge your phone, I don't even know what this is called. Whatever it is. Amazon, like I said, under $15. Including shipping, if you got Amazon Prime, of course. All right, let's get to this.
Okay, hold on. Barbie, you're 26, and Barbie, you're 26, and the other woman is, how old are you?
I'm Amber, and I'm 25.
Amber, 25. Are you unlinkable?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to invite you right after Barbie, right? So you can come back. I'm going to invite you, though.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, unlinkable. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Barbie.
Okay, Kevin, I really, really want to know, like, I'm 26. I want to be in a long-term relationship, and
Mhm.
I don't want an old man. I want a man who is 35 and under, who doesn't have any kids, who has a nice job, and I am willing to do all the things that it takes to get that relationship and maintain it.
What city you live in?
Oof. I live in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And
All right. So, okay, I don't want to stay on this too long, but she looked like she a little on the thick side over there. I don't know if I'm seeing things wrong. You know, I'm definitely seeing her bag is not quite that good. Maybe she has some Canal Street, Chinatown knockoffs, because I'm looking on the top of her head, on our left, her right side.
Oh God.
That weave is a little messed up on the top there. I don't know if that's her real hair on the top or that's just weave just poking out, bad hair job. She's got a bad hair job there. All right, but she's not bad looking. I'll give her that. Let's see if I don't know. I haven't seen this before. This is my first time even playing this, so I don't know what her rating is. I guess we'll find out shortly if she gets one. Adjustable 6, a 6, a 5. Who knows?
one of
Oh
your
my
children?
God.
I do. I want
How many
two.
children would you like to have? 2?
I would like to have 2 kids.
Do you have any kids?
No, I do not.
How much is it going to take to support a family of 4 in Los Angeles? How much does a man need to make?
I would think $100K per person, so maybe $400K a year.
Okay. All right.
I love Kevin, a lot of the things he says, but I mean, realistically, most people don't live off of that kind of money. 300, I think, they'll be saying, he'll say something like 300, 400, 350 or something like that. Most of them, we already know, we're talking about if the average person is making in the 40s or $50,000 a year, most people don't live like that. And a lot of people have kids in this country. So that's my only beef when he talks about the wages in America in terms of finding somebody. But I guess if you're looking for a high value man, that's pretty much what you're going to be looking out. So the average person isn't high value. I guess we can safely say that this is one of those conversations where he tries to explain the purpose of high value versus being with somebody average, which she doesn't seem to want. All right, let's go back.
How tall are you? 5 what?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". Wow.
Ooh, she's tall drink of water.
Wow.
How much did you
Not
weigh
that
last
big.
time you weighed yourself?
Not that big. Okay.
175.
Okay, that's nice size.
And if you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, you can't use 7. What would you give yourself?
I can't use it. I give myself a solid 9.8.
Wow.
Look at his face, son.
Mhm.
Look at his face.
Okay.
In LA?
Mm-hmm.
You must mean Los Alamos, not Los Angeles.
Los Alamos, do you know where I am?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
not
said
in
a
reality.
9.
If you give yourself almost a 10 in LA.
In LA.
Why?
She should have no problem. She didn't even be on this show.
Yeah, facts.
You would not be here.
Because of
Why would you give
reality.
me? Why would you not give me a 10 or at least a 9?
A
Because you're
9.
not that cute. You're not that cute. I mean, you're probably a solid 5'6".
Whoa, I called
Damn,
it.
you
I
just
called it.
dragged me.
Wait, I called it. I've never seen this before, but I sure enough called it. He called her 5 or 6. He didn't even give her adjustable 6. Now, in everyday people, I think you got to, when you think about ratings, you got to think about the level of ratings. I think there's everyday people ratings, and then there's like out there people ratings. And I would say maybe she's a little bit higher in everyday people ratings, but if you comparing them to the best of the best in the world, she's definitely not that high. I would give her, we're talking about average women out there. I don't mean like average in terms of like look wise. I mean, average in terms of people that you're going to meet. I would give her an 8 in terms of everyday people you meet. Now, if you put her in the universe of like celebrities, then definitely the 5 comes into play. I think that's what people got to be considerate of when we talk about ranking and stuff like that, because she's prettier than a lot of women every day in the street. You know, she looks clean, her teeth are nice. So
yeah, I like the part that he takes away the 7, because there has only been rarely a woman that goes on this program that does not use 7. It's like 7 to them is like, you know, average number. And I'm like, you know,
well, you know, people, for some reason, people gravitate to that number. 7 is the number that people gravitate to in general.
It's lucky.
So so you'll tend to see people, you know, when I do my card trick on people, I usually tend to use 7 as a way of catching. Like I'll do the card trick where I'll guess the card, and I usually find a way to get to 7. I usually write 7 of hearts or something like that.
Right.
Because hearts are popular. So
yes, you are
I
correct.
usually and then if they don't choose hearts, I manipulate it till it gets to hearts. All right, let's get back to the lady. What she said, 9, 8.5, 9, whatever she said. Wow.
She said an 8, yeah, 8.5.
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's see. 8.5, lady.
Stop dragging you, man. Okay. If you are an LA 9.5 or better, you would not be here talking about you want a man like that. You'd have them lined up.
Didn't I just call it?
Yeah.
Not the
They
fuck.
all got something wrong.
Yeah.
Like they all have something wrong. Like
right.
Kids,
so you got So you got all these. So you got all these 30.
No.
You're not a 9. You're not almost a 10, man. I would give you a between 5 and a 6. You're average to cute. That's not an insult.
Or else she would not.
You're not.
She would not be attracting those dudes with kids.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
so
is that what I want to say? I want to be honest. Let's say at their how old are you again? 26.
26.
So if I put the 26-year-old Kelly Rowland, 26-year-old Beyonce, 26-year-old Rihanna, and 26-year-old you, they'd say all these women are in the same range. They'd say you all look in the same range.
I mean, they all have on makeup. They have their hair done.
They have you.
They have nails.
I said fresh face, out of the shower. They'd put you on Cosmopolitan and Glamour and all that other stuff too, right?
I mean, they're not on the same. They're not doing that.
Ma'am, I'm just asking. Have you been in do you model professionally?
Not professionally, no.
Have you ever been approached to be on the Ford models? Have you ever had anybody approach you to be on the cover of a national publication for women's beauty?
I have been offered to be a model, but I did not.
I know. I got a specific question. On the cover of a magazine dedicated for men's and women's beauty.
Wow. So, okay.
Ma'am, ma'am. Okay, see, the first thing I'm trying to get you to understand, you can call yourself Barbie.
Can you pause that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I like how women conflate men trying to get their numbers with them asking if they could be a model. 2 to 1, this guy was trying to get her number, who said she could be a model.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that it can't be possible, but you know, she didn't name a publication. She just said somebody approaching LA. That is, and I'm saying because of where she is. Most men will do that as an introductory for you to get them to talk to them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Maury Povich is on the line. He had a comment on what she just said.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah, that lady straight lying.
I smell cap.
You gotta be careful. Like her surroundings. Like if it was from like not from a major city or something like that, I probably wouldn't say anything about that. But the sincerity, she had to realize the sincerity of men when they talk to her and saying that, you know, or be a model versus, you know, if they're serious or not. So for her to say that, you know, it's, you know, you really guys got to take that with a grain of salt, because most guys will probably say that just to, you know, get the digits, you know, lead it to something else. Not gonna say on the air, but it leads to something else. So when she said that, of course, Kevin Samuels already knew what it was about because, he's been in those markets before. And it's like, he didn't want to say it, but I'll definitely say it. You women have to be sincere when they talk to men about these things because we know those same strategies.
Right.
We see them employed. We talk about these same strategies. So when you're talking about you being approached for modeling and stuff like that, was it a real job or was it a casting couch? You leave it like that, and we he's trying to get to the truth from her, but just because you say it doesn't mean that we don't know the strategies that men employ to try to talk to you. That's it. Be sincere.
All right, let's see what else she has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it is. Well, but here's the thing: you came in saying, "I want a man who's
no kids,
$400,000 or more."
I didn't say that's what I wanted. I'm saying
that's what the outcome. That's the outcomes you want. Okay.
I'm willing to move. You didn't even ask that.
How about move your standard? Because you're not there. Because here's the reality: one of the most aggressive places for beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you saying you're more attractive than Sweetie?
No, she's bomb. I love Sweetie.
She's a 6 she's an adjustable 6.
Why would you say a 6? Sweetie is.
I said an adjustable 6. See, this is the problem. You ladies don't know how to rank yourselves. You're average, possibly cute. I mean, let's just keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. You're just not where you think.
That's right.
I mean, you're not there. You're not up there with those women. You stand in the regular line to get in with the regular people. They get in VIP and get bottle service. We move on through.
He's right.
Man,
he's right.
$400,000 a year in LA, under 35. What does that person do for a living?
He could do real estate, stocks. He could do a lot of things. There's a lot of different.
Right. What do you care if he's black or not?
He does.
Does he?
Do you care if he's black or not?
No, I do not.
He does.
Do you want him to be black? Yes or no?
It doesn't matter.
What percentage of men in this country earn over $400,000 a year?
1. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really look at statistics. I'm really interested.
Just guess. Yeah, well, you asked. So guess.
She muted herself?
I think she has a connection like mine.
I would say, I don't know. I feel like majority are white men, but
what percentage of men earn over $400,000 or more? All men, doesn't matter what race.
Yeah, you tell me. You're the expert.
No, you're going to give me an answer. Or I'm going to. You answer my questions, or we don't go any further.
Okay, so I would definitely say that. I guess 10% of men make that. I don't know.
10% of men. 10% of men. 10% of men.
Maybe even 30. 30.
No.
This is delusional. 1% of men.
No.
This woman thinks she's a 9.8 in LA and think that 1% of men earn that kind of money. So, man, what I'm trying to show you is joking or not. I'm hoping you're joking because your grasp of observable reality is out of this world. You don't even know. You think that men can make $400,000 a year and be 10 to 30% of these men.
I don't know. At least 10%. At least 10% of men in America are making $400K.
Making almost making
10%.
No.
I want you to listen to what this woman just said.
But I
want you guys to listen to what this woman just said. 10% of men in America are making $400,000, and you wonder why they can't find a man when the average man in this country is making $50,000. 10% of men in this country make 6 figures. What do you do for a living?
That's tough, Kevin.
What do you do for? That's the truth, man.
A lot of things now.
What do you do for a living?
Primarily stocks, so I can
stop.
Energy.
Excuse me. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You need to.
Let me adjust my camera. Primarily, I'm into stocks. Secondly, I'm a full-time flight attendant. Thirdly, I have my own.
She has her own what?
Your own what?
I have my own everything, my own house, my own car, everything. But
that's not what's being.
I don't know what's wrong with your microphone. Are you on Bluetooth or something?
Here's the thing. You are sitting up here talking about all this bag you got. First of all, I'm going to look at that cheap wooden tray thing that you got behind you. I'm like, where the hell you got that from? It looked like some high school kid had a crush on you and made that in shop class and gave it to you.
You foul.
You don't see it in the background? That thing is ugly. I would see. I'll be calling for the suicide hotline if I had that in my house. I'm just sorry. It doesn't look nice. It looks like something a dude gave her that she really liked and she put it up, because I can't see someone, but listen, the average woman I know, they have some level of sophistication. That's not even sophisticated. Then you got your little weave up there. She got that weave kind of like messed up on the side of her head. Then she got that bad Wi-Fi. Come on, how you talking about you do stocks? Then you try to say you own your own home, this and that. Clearly, you ain't got good Wi-Fi service. You need to call your cable Comcast or whoever it is. You need to upgrade your internet service, because
and get a new Wi-Fi modem, Wi-Fi router.
Right. That internet is booty. I'm telling you, whatever you're using for Wi-Fi is booty. I'm gonna tell you right now.
She's an AOL dial-up, son.
She was a dial-up. She was in Cricket. She was in Cricket Mobile. Metro PCS. She using Metro. That's probably what it is. Metro PCS phone, Boost Mobile.
Oh my God.
She probably using the old. She probably using the iPhone 3 or whatever the first iPhone was.
iPhone. This is iPhone.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else she got to say. And she's muted again.
What the fuck, man?
Yes, he did, exactly.
You plug in a headphone or something? Or you get notifications or something that keeps
I keep getting a FaceTime call, but I wish they would stop calling. They obviously
she got a stalker.
They called me 18 times.
Stalker.
Which is annoying.
At least we know she's on her phone.
I don't know where my headphones are. But anyways, keep going, Kevin.
Hope she moving towards a better reception area.
You're a stock trading flight attendant.
I sure am. Can you believe
the same spot? I just saw the winning crap. Yeah.
She just came back to where she started. What's going on? She live in a circle? What? She just came right back to She just came back to where she started. What the hell?
I thought she was going to a better area in the house for reception.
And is that really a house? I couldn't tell. Is that a house or an apartment? I don't know what she had going on there. Didn't look like a house to me, but it didn't have enough windows to be a house. Most homes have windows all around. Most apartments on the inside of the apartment don't have windows, so she's missing a lot of windows. So if that's a house, maybe it's like a condo or something she's in.
It could be that too.
I don't consider that a house, but anyway, I digress.
Right. You're making so much money that you think that 10% of the people that fly on the planes you live on, 10% of men earn $400,000 or more sitting in first class.
Absolutely. All them guys sitting in first class are definitely making that type of money. They have to be.
You don't know what the fuck is going on, man.
Facts.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Them first class flights are at least $2,000 to $4,000. And if you're doing that on a week,
ma'am,
you
don't know what's going on.
Okay, tell me, educate me. What's going on?
I've tried. I'm looking at you. I'm just like, you can believe what the hell you want to believe.
Why are you telling me to just believe anything now?
I don't care what you believe.
That's gonna
no. See, what we know over here versus what you think's going on is we can prove what we're talking about. Just because you sit around and think that you think you can look at somebody in first class and know what they're making. You think that 10% of men in this country earn almost $500,000 a year. You think you are making 9.8. Where do you get these 9.8 results in your life?
Mm-hmm.
And see, the funny thing is, women like her, they think they're being funny, but this is sadly more. She's more the norm than people want to admit.
No, yeah, like that's why I came on this live, because I was like,
yeah, but why you keep doing all this with your hair?
Yeah.
How long is your normal hair?
My normal hair, this right here in the front, my normal hair, sir.
Okay. I'm asking because you keep flicking and flowing and throwing.
That's a cap, man. That's cap. I call cap.
I smell cap.
I call cap.
Facts.
Because
there's no way. There's no lady. Come on, lady. I'm a former weaveologist. Ooh. I'm a former weaveologist. Let me tell you, I know a lot about weave. I've helped put weave in people's hair and heads. I know the glue portions. I know the sew-ins. I know, cutting it and all that yaki. I know the different types of weave. Let me tell you, lady, there's no way that's your hair. I've done, like I said, I've worked with enough weave, helping these ladies out, hooking their weaves up back in the day, that I know that's not your hair. First of all, it don't even look natural. I'm just letting you know. So it doesn't even look natural to your head. First of all, it looks like Indian hair. If I had to guess a hair, it looks like Indian hair, and the texture, you can't even get that texture. No, I don't care how well you perm your hair, it's not coming out like that. So, girl, you could lie all you want, but again,
I smell cap.
Facts.
The latest fashion. I like to look good. That's it. That's what it is.
Avoid these women, gentlemen.
Everybody likes to look good. You like to get right. You like to get your hair cut, your facial hair groomed. You probably dyed it all gray. Whatever you did there, it looks good. But it's doing what you like.
She just tried to low key play him. Did he catch that? She tried to low key play him.
He noticed it. He's just letting it go over his head because of the type of person that he knows that she is. He can't, to me and to him, you can't answer everything like that. Everything low key, which I understand. That's why he just let it just water off a duck's bill or whatever.
That's amazing. I mean, he tolerated her for a long time. I give him a lot of respect for that.
But I think he also realizes that it's better for them to expose themselves than for him to keep talking, because they already do that eventually down the line. So let them keep talking. They will make his point for him, without him speaking. And I think he has that down. He finally realized down pat.
All right,
you don't have to debate them.
Let's see what else she's saying.
Y'all seeing this, right? Y'all seeing this, right? I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up. I can't make this. This is a woman who's a flight attendant. Talking about she trades stocks and does a variety of things. And she wants a man who's under 35, making almost $400,000 a year. And all he has to do is do stocks, and sell real estate. This is why.
I like that.
Yeah. Do you own a dog or a cat?
I do.
Which one?
I have a cat.
Oh.
Well, you might as well go ahead and get a dog and prepare for death by yourself.
Why?
Because even if you were joking,
not educating me. I'm still ignorant.
Well, yeah, you are.
Obviously.
Because I actually take this show seriously, but I use women like you as an example of what's wrong with part of the dating scene. Y'all think it's a game. You think it's a joke. You're running around here playing at 26 years old. If you're 26, You have no idea what's going on out here. You have no idea what it means to be a man. You have no idea what men go through. It's all about you and what you want. Selfish, selfish, selfish. You want somebody under 35 to earn $400,000 to do what
That's
for
not
you?
saying you're taking
But
it out
that's,
of
and I know exactly what I heard, man. Bottom line is, what do you bring to the table to offer any man, especially the kind of man you want? That's the question.
what do I bring to the table? First, I am very nurturing. I'm very supportive.
Let me reframe the question. What do you have to offer a man that he wants that you haven't already given to another man?
I haven't had kids.
Okay.
Done a lot of things.
Okay. Such as?
I haven't been to Maldives.
Okay, that is nothing for him.
Okay.
Whoa.
On a serious note, though, yeah, I haven't had sex with a lot of men. I haven't had any kids. No man could really just be out here being like, oh, like, you know, just running the streets, and nobody can say that about me. They can't say I'm a hoe. They can't say that.
Okay, ma'am, you've already stressed that you haven't had kids and your body count, according to you, is low. What else?
And I come from a structured home. I come from a place.
What does it have to do? What does what you grew up have to do with him?
I come from a healthy household. Like, I know how to be a supportive person. I know how to be a nurturing wife. I know how to.
When's your last relationship?
Why? What?
Mm-hmm.
Personal. Okay.
So,
How long
got him with the headliner, yo. Hit him with the headliner. You gotta hit him.
What she said? Hold on.
I did.
Why?
A year, I think she said.
He was a cheater.
And what about the relationship before that one?
Cheater.
How long did that last?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years. A year, 3 years.
And he cheated on you from day one?
I have no clue. Probably.
So why didn't he marry you?
Shoot, they all want to get married now, but it's
no. If you're such a nurturing, loving person with for 3 years, why didn't y'all get married?
Probably was a kid. Probably was young.
I don't know. That's the question I would have to ask him.
Right. So just like a former job, if I asked the people at your former job, what kind of employee were you? If I asked the guys you were with how they experienced you, they would tell me you're all these great and wonderful things.
They would say I have a slick mouth because I say.
Good. That's why you will be alone.
A common denominator.
Oh, okay.
Common denominator.
Keep my mouth shut.
You don't have to be nothing. You can be exactly what you want to be and alone. You don't have to be anything you don't want to be. You can have a slick mouth, just like there are a lot of women in LA who got slick mouths on by themselves. I had a bus driver on last week. Y'all can be slick mouthed and alone. And she had a cat too. Welcome to World Star.
Wow.
A slick mouth stock trading flight attendant.
The cat.
With the cat. Wow. That's sad.
And it sounds
it is
26, it ain't gonna look too good at 46.
I know. That's why you're supposed to be educating me, Kevin.
I'm not supposed to do anything. I'm educating the public on this is the problem.
Okay.
You didn't come in here in good faith, man. I'm not supposed to do it. No, you didn't. Because if you did, I wouldn't know you didn't. Because if you did, I'd be different. You didn't come in here with good faith. So I'm using, because if you want me to educate you, book a session. Because the way you came in here is playing games. So if you're gonna waste my time, I'm gonna get something out of it. Bottom line, ma'am, you're not the things you say you are. You're not a 9 or a 10. You're not even that. So that's fine. You think most men make $400,000 and you want a man under 35. Gentlemen, avoid these kind of succubi.
Who do you think is a 10?
Not you.
The deception.
No, but for real.
Not you.
It looked like she got dismissed right there.
Word, yo, she did.
All these challenged women seem to think they so fine.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, she wasn't ugly or nothing like that, but
she's not ugly for the average.
You freezing up again over there.
If you want a high earner, that you
No, I think you're frozen.
good now?
No. Go ahead, try it again. You talking?
Yeah, okay, I'm talking.
All
Okay.
right, go ahead.
All right. This is the problem with her logic and way of thinking. The slick mouth is right for her age, 20. Well, not really right. Supposed to move on past that. Slick mouth is when you're in high school going into college, because boys will let you get away with that because they don't know no better. They don't know any better. When you go to college, when you elevate your as you get older, you have to realize that joint ain't gonna fly. A slick mouth is not going to fly. And unfortunately, the guys that she wants to deal with wants to have her to tolerate that slick mouth, which means the mindset that you have is, is going to be a little bit immature. Secondly, she has a problem with guys cheating. Of course, they're going to cheat if you got a slick mouth. Why deal with you? Why deal with you? And they can go and deal with somebody else. They can just deal with you part time.
That's true.
All
right.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's try to get this second one in.
Oh, is it okay?
See what she's saying. Hold on. He had it on earlier. I don't know if you remember. He had this.
Oh, that's her. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Your first name again?
Amber.
Amber, that's
How old
right.
are you?
25.
What's the disagreement?
I just have a question. I wanted to know if you think I should leave my baby daddy alone.
Baby daddy.
Don't know. How many kids you got?
1.
How old is your kid?
He's 3.
How's your child's father?
We have a up and down.
How old is your child's father?
He's 34.
And you're 25?
Yeah.
How many kids does he have?
He has 1 other child.
Is the child younger than yours or older?
Older.
Why are you asking, should you leave him? I don't know. Why'd you have a baby with him?
That's a good question. Okay.
Is that give you your answer?
Yeah.
Really?
No, not really.
So why are you calling asking? Should I leave? So let me get this right. I'm like a fortune cookie or a magic 8-ball. Should I leave my baby daddy? And I'm supposed to have no information and just pull it out of the air.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, okay? We've been together for... Don't make that face.
Tell me what to do, young lady.
Okay. I'm sorry. We've been together for 5 years, and I feel like it's like no progress at all.
Okay.
But
all right.
We have a child, so that's what's like,
Do you guys live together?
Yes.
Wow.
What does he do for a living?
He doesn't have a 9 to 5.
Here's the thing.
How dare you?
That's real, man. I'm gonna say that's really effed up. I hate when people do that. So you live with this guy, and while he's not there, you're plotting against him. This is an issue that I have. It's one thing if you're not living with a guy, whatever, and you want to ask these questions, but damn, the guy's living with you, he's sharing a bed or at least a home. You should kind of take these things up with him. We shouldn't be calling Kevin Samuels. You should be talking to him directly. Because to me, why plot? Why plot? This is plotting. This is plotting against him. That's real messed up. That's all I got to say. All right. Let's see what else.
I know. I don't.
I can't say it online.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a case manager.
What does that mean? Like social work?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
I'm in college right now.
So you had a baby for a D-boy?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
So you chose a street life. Enjoy.
That's it.
I don't want you out there with somebody else who's got you chose a D-boy as a case of work.
It's because she was that age.
You want to visit that on to a 9 to 5 working man? No, thank you.
All I attract is, I don't know.
You attract what you are.
Yes, you do know.
She sounds like she lives in New York City. I don't know. Where are you from?
She's 25, right? She said?
25.
So she got with him at 21 because he said 4 years or 5 years she's been with him. So 2021 she got with him, right?
About 21. Well, her kid is 3, so
3.
Say about then.
Yeah, so she chose basically what women would choose during that time. I mean, she has a lot of growing up to do.
Well, for the mere fact that she called on here, that definitely tells me that she has a lot to growing up to do, because you deal with the issues in your household when it pertains to your household. You don't call Kevin Samuels when your man leaves out the house. That's just, that's real bizarre to me. Oh, should I leave him? If you want to leave him, you need to broach that with him before you call him Kevin Samuels.
Word.
Leaving a relationship shouldn't be something that you do. You have a conversation with someone else when they're not home, and you tap it with the other person that's unrelated to the situation. It's real messed up, but that says a lot about her. So I that's why I agree with Kevin when he said you attract what you are, because if he's that kind of guy, then she's really that kind of woman. She just has a job. So she's clearly no different than the guy. They just operate differently. He's in the street selling drugs, and she's, not too far removed from the streets. Because if she was removed from the streets, they would have never got together to begin with. So, all right, let's see what else she has to say.
You laid down and had a baby with a man that has a child by somebody else, and you say he's in the streets. Well,
and chewing gum, disgusting. Did I just say that?
Why should another man go out? Why should a man out here who's trying to do the right thing take on that with you and his child? Why should somebody take on you and try to be stepfather to a woman who says she had a baby by a dude who don't even want to say what he does for a living?
Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, well, enjoy
being right.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
Who that? Who that, yo?
You want to ask me a question? Get on your account.
Oh, shoot. That was hilarious. Let me tell you something. That was hilarious. Kevin cracked me up when like, usually in a situation like that, if somebody talks in the background or something like that, he'd be like, who's that? Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That one was funny. That was definitely a lot funnier than the one before, who was trying to be funny. But unfortunately, it's just the way these people carry themselves.
I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Some things you should not be calling into him asking advice about. He's asking, she's asking about a current relationship. He doesn't really do that. He mostly improves upon why you can't get into a relationship, or what's the problems before that you had before it. She's currently in one.
All right, let's listen. Let's listen to this last one here. I mean, it's not the last one, but this will be the last one for us, because this kind of goes on for a while, and we'll be here.
I bet.
My goodness, I didn't even get a chance to get myself together. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Get yourself together. Take 30 seconds to a minute to get yourself together.
And she chewing gum too.
That's Little Wayne, right?
No.
Little Wayne up in this motherfucker. Little Weezy. Looking like Little Wayne.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
Why you be telling us women that we need to stay in these toxic relationships with our drug dealing baby daddies? Why you be telling them this? What the fuck y'all think this is? All right, we're back. Go ahead. How old are you?
I'm 39.
She looks 39.
All right, 39.
She's pretty, but she looks
what's
39.
The disagreement?
Yeah.
My question is, at my age, let's be realistic. The dating pool is stagnant. I was recently
stagnant.
As it stands, like it's just. Yeah, I mean, I don't have many options. Let's be realistic here.
Okay.
I was just recently engaged for the first time, and I broke it off. And I'm just scared. I don't know.
You have any children?
No, I don't.
What city do you live in?
I live in Atlanta.
Lord.
How long were you in a relationship?
We had a very fast love affair. We were together for about 6 months.
You were engaged in that time?
Yes, very fast.
In Atlanta?
Yes.
This may sound like this may sound harsh, but I gotta ask.
Give it to me.
Do you still have a clean battery of health?
Yes, I can't have children. That's why I don't.
No, I mean, okay, all right. So you guys How'd you end up in a whirlwind situation where you're engaged and broke it off?
I just, sometimes when you move fast, you look past things. I was single. I hadn't dated a man in 7 years.
All right.
And
what did he do for a living?
the person he was in the military. He actually lives in another country.
All right. So was this a long distance relationship?
Semi. I wound up living there part of the time and living here.
The relationship before him was 7 years ago?
Yes.
And how long did that relationship last?
A few months. I just thought he was a cheater.
You thought he was a cheater?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but I'm going to have to take a guess that she is the problem why she's single. And if I had to take a guess just from my common sense and a logical way of thinking, I would probably say that the issue with her is the fact that she can't have children is the crutch that causes her to be in and out of these relationships. And a lot of times you'll see people self-sabotage themselves because of that very reason. Because she can't have kids, a lot of times that will make someone feel inadequate, and then that would push them to kind of jump in and out of relationships. And next thing you know, you're the runaway bride or the runaway fiance.
She can't have kids.
That's what she said. She said she can't have kids. That's right. When he was asking her if she had because I guess he was implying, being in Atlanta, there's a big gay community and down low down there. So I guess he was trying to ask her without asking her if she was disease free, because guys down there, there's a down low culture in Atlanta. So she, of course, wasn't listening to him, and she said, "Oh no, she can't. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't have kids, but
I thought she said she can. I didn't hear she can.
She said she can't have kids. Well, maybe she's. That makes me want to rewind it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can, but I want to be accurate. So let me rewind it a few seconds. So let's go. Let's see how far this went. Let's see. Hold on.
Whirlwind situation where you're engaged and broke it off.
I just, sometimes when you move fast, you look past things. I was single. I hadn't dated a man in 7 years.
All right.
And
what did he do for a living?
The person he was in the military. He actually lives in another country.
All right. So was this a long distance relationship?
Semi. I wound up living there part of the time and living here.
The relationship before him was 7 years ago?
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
And how long did that relationship last?
This is after she says Atlanta?
I think so.
Yeah. Let me try to go back. I really want to catch that point because I don't want to give inaccurate information. So let's try this again.
All right, 39. What's the disagreement?
Okay, here we are.
My question is, at my age, let's be realistic. The dating pool is stagnant. I was recently
Stagnant?
I said stagnant, like it's just.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have many options. Let's be realistic here.
Okay.
I was just recently engaged for the first time, and I broke it off. And I'm just scared. I don't know.
You have any children?
No, I don't.
What city do you live in?
I live in Atlanta.
Okay. How long were you in a relationship?
We had a very fast love affair. We were together for about 6 months.
You were engaged in that time?
Yes, very fast.
You in Atlanta?
Yes.
This may sound harsh, but I gotta ask.
Give it to me.
Do you still have a clean battery of health?
Yes, I can't have children. That's why.
Right. So she said can't, okay, right?
Right. So you guys.
she says can't have kids.
Okay.
I thought that's what.
It's hard. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard.
Yeah. So it's weird.
How'd you end up in a whirlwind situation where you're engaged and broke it off? You guys, how'd you end up in a whirlwind situation where you're engaged and broke it off?
I just,
All right, I guess
sometimes
we
when you
can
move fast, you
listen
look
to
You can
it
past.
skip
again.
that. You can skip
I was
that.
single. I hadn't dated a man in 7.
All right, let me try to get a little past there. All right, let's see what she's
Okay,
saying.
that's cleared up. Okay. Well, I got her beat. I haven't dated a woman in
So
over
what's the
10 years.
longest
So
relationship you've ever had?
let me stop.
2 years.
And that ended when you're late 20s?
Yes,
Who ended that?
I did.
Why?
His mother was a problem,
Hmm?
a major problem.
Did she live in the same city?
Yes, we lived in New Jersey at the time.
His mother was a problem. How?
A major problem.
How?
He was her only boy,
Of
and
course.
she interfered in our relationship all the time.
And
And
what did he do about it?
well, we had started a business together, and
But what did he do about it?
nothing, absolutely nothing, and it just wasn't healthy. I just
So
couldn't.
you started a business with somebody you weren't married to.
Yes, we did multiple businesses together.
So it begs the question, if everything I'm hearing, why are you getting this deep into something without a commitment?
Mm-hmm.
We were young.
You're in your late 20s. That's not young.
It wasn't right.
Oh.
Stop the
We were
cap.
just determined that we just wanted so much more than what we had already had, and we wanted.
Okay, how about have a marriage license?
We weren't ready to get married.
So what the friend? What the?
You already started this. You start businesses and do all this stuff, and you're not ready to get married.
Chew me out. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not gonna. But I hear this too often from black women. It's like y'all will do everything. You'll move in. You'll start businesses and everything else. But getting married seems to fuck with y'all. It's like, but you'd rather be a girlfriend and all. Why weren't you ready for all that? But you're ready to be a girlfriend and a business owner in multiple businesses.
I didn't want to rush him, and he didn't really. We made promises and all that stuff, so we just.
Were you looking to be married back then?
Yes, but for some reason I just couldn't envision it with him.
Then why were you there?
I wanted it, but like when I would try to fantasize about it, it just wouldn't.
But that's not a marriage, it's a fantasy.
Yeah, this is bizarre. This is bizarre. I'm gonna say this woman needs some serious therapy because
oh my God,
her mindset is very off. And here's the thing about that is you would think, I think she said she's 39. At 39,
yes.
you think she would have learned her lesson from then to now, and everything is everyone else's fault but her own. She has taken zero accountability, and then everything is based on what the other person did. Oh, I couldn't fantasize about it. Oh my goodness. We don't live in right. We live in reality, not fantasy, lady. I'm just saying. Whew.
That word should not come out of your mouth.
And she's a pretty lady. I mean, her ears is a little funny, but
Hey, look, nobody's perfect. But I mean, it's just how what she's saying is like what you said. It doesn't make sense. It's illogical.
Yeah.
They have a wrong pecking order or order of operations. No operations in math. They gotta learn order of operations in relationships.
All right, let's see how much more this goes on for. All right, let's go, Kevin. What do you have to say? Kevin, you kind of missed some opportunities. I'm just saying you were a little off your game on this one.
I think he just had enough.
No, but he should have. I would have asked the question. I mean, I know he doesn't care about that, but I would have asked her, how long have you not been able to have kids? Because that would say a lot.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right, but let's see how this goes on.
That's part of the problem. So many of our women think marriage is supposed to be this love. Marriage is boring.
It's work.
No, it's boring. We are so in love with the struggle, and we hear all the time our women talk about, well, I don't want to be. Y'all are more worried about being divorced than being a baby mama and in these long relationships with nothing. So now at 39, the reality is you can't play on your looks anymore because you're towards the end of that. Yep. But here's the problem. What relationship skills do you have to meet a man who's stable?
You're right.
If I put you in a room with a bunch of stable provider males,
I'm too alpha female as well. I really need to
I
learn
don't want to
more
fuck
feminine.
that, man. What does alpha female mean?
No,
I'm
what
working
the
on just trying to
please.
soften up and
Masculine
be more
energy.
What does alpha female mean though to you?
I'm just a little too
Is that an oxymoron?
hard at times, I think.
Yes.
I don't know how to just take
It
the
is.
back seat and shut up.
So you a dude. You a dude.
I'm being honest.
I know. I mean, I hear these words, alpha female, and that's. But are you in therapy with the clinician right now?
No, I'm seeing a therapist though.
Okay, is it a male or a female?
A female.
Shit.
I probably should see a male, you think?
Well, yeah, because a lot of female therapists, you gotta look at their lives. A lot of women who are therapists ain't. Look, it's not over because you don't have any kids. But if I ask you, why do you want to be with a man? What would you tell me?
I just want to, honestly, I've never seen a healthy marriage in my life with anyone. I've never seen a healthy long-term marriage with anyone in my life. So I have nothing to build off of. I either give too much or
So why do you want to be with a man?
Well, I want to be with, I don't want to be, I'd like to be in a companionship. I would love to grow with someone.
This lady is very difficult. And this is why I'm going to say she's difficult. I would like to. What's the difference between wanting something and liking something? Is there really that much of a difference that when he asks you, why do you want to be with a man? And you saying, I don't want to be with one I like. Do you think that means that saying you want something is gives you less control? And I think that's the issue with her, that she's very disagreeable, because most people won't make a heavy distinction between wanting something and liking to be, because it's really, in the grand scheme of things, you just, using a different word to say the same thing. Because I would like to be in a relationship. So can you like to be in something and not want it? I mean, that doesn't make sense. So clearly there, she has a problem. Definitely, she's not submissive at all. I think that's really what the issue is. And if I had to guess with the guy that she said she was living in New Jersey with and she was doing the businesses, I'm probably sure that the mother probably scoped her out and didn't like her. And that's why she interfered, because I could see where she was probably giving him a hard time. She couldn't even say she want a man. She had to say, oh, I would like to have a man. Okay. It was nice splitting hairs over here, splitting atoms. So it's interesting that she would really point that out and make a big deal about it. I don't know how much. Let's try to see if this finishes out, because I want to see the entirety of this, and then we'll just kind of close out from there.
Build with someone. I grew to really like that because I got comfortable with being alone.
Why do you want to be with the man? You can't.
I don't want to grow old alone like these bitter women in my family.
Okay, but you can't tell me why you want to be with the man. Everything you're telling me
using everybody else
scarce or negative.
Yeah.
Yes.
What value does a man bring to your life?
I would love to feel secure. I would love to, for once in my life, to be able to
secure. How?
I've never had a relationship where anyone made me feel that I didn't have to take some type of control, that if things
because you are alpha, you say.
Because the masculine men who do that won't tolerate your control.
Your alpha behavior, yes.
That's the thing.
See, lady,
she capping.
Right. That's where I disagree with her, because you've showed that you're masculine, that you want to be in control. Just for the mere fact that you said that you're alpha. The whole point of alpha is being in control. Hello. So if you're saying you're alpha, femininity. That means this, Lord have mercy. This lady, she just has to disagree just to disagree, because she told him, he told her about wanting to be in control. a couple of minutes ago, she just said she was an alpha woman, and now she's saying, I don't need to be in control. That's the definition of the alpha, being the leader of the pack, being in charge. So if you talk, and clearly you don't look like you have a lot of lady friends that you've been alpha to them. So that means you're trying to be alpha in your relationship. That's why you're having a problem, because dudes don't, most average guy doesn't like controlling women. They got to be super beta for that.
Correct. And she don't want that though.
Right. Because the guy's going to push back. And that's probably why the mama.
Whatever you call alpha.
Yeah.
The men who are secure in attachment style won't tolerate that.
That's why I don't like older men, I think.
Older, how old?
How old? You're 39.
I don't know. It's something.
I don't know why y'all women act like you got all these choices.
I don't.
You don't like older men. You don't like this. You don't like that. Well, buy a goddamn dog and die alone.
I don't want to. That's why I'm talking to you. What is?
But no,
you're gonna have to. No,
you don't like older men. So what? He has to be 38.
No, I don't have any age limits. I've just never met an older guy that piqued my interest.
Wow.
And what piqued
you alpha?
I just like fun, loving, free spirited.
See what I mean?
Lies.
This lady lacks so much structure. If she was a skyscraper, she wouldn't even be able to stand against the wind that pushes the buildings. This is outrageous. Oh my goodness. You know, Captain is good. I would have hung up with her on that at that point. Free spirit, fun. Chick, you're 39 years old. You didn't do all of that already. It's time for you to relax and be easy. This, you know, he talked about that other lady with the drug dealer, but to tell you the truth,
she belongs to the streets.
That's who he needed to say that for. Because if you're talking about having fun, you definitely you don't realize you're 39 years old, lady. Anyway, wow.
I'll go back to what I wrote earlier.
What'd you write earlier?
Bottom line, most women are more comfortable being alone or losing instead of settling for the boredom of winning. Free spirit alpha female meaning I don't like structure, routine, consistency, discipline.
You are so right. And I need that.
But the problem is, man, and I'm just
you 39.
At 39 years old, you
in the
still
karate
look a
class.
little bit younger, but you're not.
No.
And you got about 4 more years before the phone stops ringing.
Oh, it stops.
Well, the phone, the DMs,
teeth.
even it stops, people are still trying to hit it. I'm talking about it all stops. And I don't know what you ladies think you're going to get, because did a woman in your family die at age 65?
No. My family lives long.
Well, then you look like it. What does that look like?
I don't want to be like them.
But then you got to ask yourself, what value does a man bring? See, what you have not said is anything positive with the man. All I've heard is fear, scarcity, and lack. Nothing about a man that brings anything positive. Everything you said about a man is something. This man was a mama's boy. This was this. This was that. And I can't get a man like that. Well, this is why therapy is important.
Absolutely.
And you ladies need to start understanding what a man's value is, and it's more than his dick and his wallet. The thing we bring to you, we settle down the chaos in your mind. You guys are chaotic by nature because you're emotional.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, a lot.
Wow.
I'm the oldest of 6 with my mom and the oldest of 3 with my dad, and I have 3 step.
Wow.
Shit.
No, I'm in Atlanta alone.
Atlanta.
I know. You see why I went to another country to find someone?
It's not the problem.
Is that the problem? Oh, Lord.
What about your female?
I had someone.
What about your female friends?
I don't really have many.
Because you are an
alpha. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I caught that. Didn't I tell you? I caught she didn't have female friends. I saw it. This lady is very sad, let me tell you. And you know, to be honest, if I met her and I had a conversation with her,
run.
yeah, my red flags would have been up real fast. I would have been alarmed and everything, and I would have took off. I don't have the Roadrunner sound on here like like these guys do, but I definitely would have been out of there for real. Because that woman is a trip, y'all.
I have more male friends.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know where your husband
Because
is? Look in your friend zone. The guys that don't make you tingle is probably the guys you need to be with.
Oh, wait, he said it.
Probably so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they just don't make you moist. So, do it yourself. Get a bullet or a rabbit.
Facts.
You got a finger.
It's
Oh
not
shit! I'm sorry.
The guys
I'm
in your
sorry.
friend zone are talking to you without benefit of sleeping with you. That means they must care about you for some reason.
Yes.
Yep.
But
I'm
I
doing
know
the
so
best.
much about them. I'm like, oof. Thank God you my friend.
Well, they know about you too.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, y'all all sound equal.
Familiarity
You
is
crazy,
there.
he crazy. Do y'all crazy match, or does your
I'm
crazy make his crazy go?
crazy.
Well, you need some therapy, and I will tell you, number one, therapy. Number two, drop this alpha female stuff. I mean, Atlanta's a hard place to. Atlanta's a hard place for women. Y'all got to come with it down here because you outnumber us 17 to 1. We got our pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
It's good to be the king.
You're right.
Where are you?
I'm in
He's
Buckhead.
Oh, you're in Atlanta as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So I'm
Midlap
like,
is
that's why I
so
shook my
good.
head. I'm like, you got a problem. Seriously though.
Yeah, she does.
Therapy, and you have to ask yourself, regardless of to what you've seen growing up, it wasn't good, it wasn't healthy, so what?
Thank you.
We all have a choice what we want our lives to be going forward. If you don't want to be alone, you need to be a man's peace.
Yeah.
And then he could be your security.
She's
Can
not
you
peaceful.
give him what he needs to be what you need?
Nope.
That's the question we all have to answer. So hope that helps.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so I'm gonna just leave that there. That was a lot of work to listen and react to that. But yeah.
That's why I take in. That's emotionally draining. I don't know how he does it a couple of nights out the week, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I
listen
couldn't do it.
That's just draining. It's draining. I'm drained from just listening to those three women. I'm drained.
All right, folks. So we heard all that today, and you know what time it is. Relationship races. Bringing hearts together, one heart at a time. Jim, you heard 39-year-old, 26, and 25. Very troubled. What advice would you give to bring their hearts together? Relationship races.
The 26-year-old, she's in LA. You have to understand the area that you're in. LA is highly competitive. For every one woman that looks like her, there's probably 10 you could count at Venice Beach that look way better than her. Understand your market where you are. That's what she should know first. Understand the market where you are. You value yourself as that, as a 9.8, but I've been in the Venice Beach ones. I've seen 10, like people I consider 10, women I consider 10, and they look better than her. She has to understand her market, the market where she is. And having your own home or your own car doesn't mean anything to a man. It really doesn't. We could go out and get that shit. Excuse me. We could go out and get stuff ourselves. As what Kevin says, we are builders. We are naturally. If we want something ourselves, we'll go and get it. If we want a car, believe me, we'll do what we have to do to get a car. If we want a place to stay, believe me, we'll try to find a way to a place to stay. It may not be great, but we will get a place to stay. We have a little bit more of that within most men. We have that type of instinct. For the 25-year-old with the child, she's just gonna have to grow up. In all honesty, you know, she met him at what 20, 21, okay, and she, you know, he's a D boy. And he's he was in his 30s, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's in his 30s. Boy, girl, you need to run, because if he's still a D boy in his 30s, you know he ain't going nowhere. So you got like you just need to tell him straight up, like talk to him as a person. She probably scared of him. That's why she's doing it behind his back. He probably does have some kind of tendencies that she may be fearful of. And you know, she's like we said, she's plotting, but you know, she doesn't need to come clean. And the 39-year-old, partially I feel for her. I mean, she's been having been in a relationship in 7. I could easily do 10 standing up on my head. Kevin really was the most patient with her, and he really did drop some almost gems and knowledge to her. And that, you know, you're not at your age, you're not going to get what you want. Basically, he should have just said, you're not gonna get what you want. You have issues, you know, that you're only now correcting at 39. And the longer you take to correct those issues, your window is closing. She already acknowledged her window is basically closed. And he gave her one of the best advice he could. All these men that you hang around and talk with in your friend zone, your person is there. Like we say, he may not, you may not, drop your panties kind of quick, but you know what though? What you said you was looking for, security and stuff like that, I am sure one of those men could provide it for her. You're not gonna, there's not an all-in-one package when it comes to men. You're gonna have to compromise and take some, you give some, and you take some. You know, you gotta give and take. So they are familiar with her. They know how she is. They can anticipate her, or they could try to tend to her needs a little bit better than somebody just coming in and just trying to press the restart button. And what he said, they still talk to her. They still, are friends with her. So they know what to expect. And honestly, you can know what you can expect from them. So I think he was very sincere with the last woman, impatient, even though it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. He did give his best advice to her. And again, that's because she was receptive. She's not fully sincere, but she was very truthful about her window. And, her dating scene in Atlanta, she knows it's bad. And I know it's bad. I don't even live there. And, he gave it a real on that. So to me, I hope the 30-year-old takes some of that advice and continue along with her path of getting help. And you know what? I think and I'm trying to be misogynist or sexist here, but she should switch her therapist to a man. It would be a little bit, I won't say easier, but for the type of issues that she has, such as her alpha stuff, he'd be able to more identify and try to help her with that.
All right, Jim, that was
yes, I'm king of the world.
Definitely some great advice there, and the audience thinks so as well. All right, before we get off, I'm gonna let President Obama come on and say what he has. So, President Obama, what do you think about these ladies tonight? What is your comment on these ladies tonight?
Come on, man.
I agree with that. So, what would you like to say to anyone if you could say anything to them, President Obama?
Don't make someone else clean up your mess.
I agree with that. All right, President. Thank you. And for all you ladies out there, don't be one of these. Don't be one of these. As Kevin Samuels will say, be feminine, fit, and friendly. Amen. With that being said, as the train leaves the station in the background, this is Jonathan St. James, along with Jim, on behalf of Madonna Marie, Dawn M. Kane, who's doing her thing, and Donnie St. James. Where in the world is Donnie St. James? Till next time.
San Diego.
Till next time. Have a good week, or Whenever's the next time you hear from us. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.